You know that feeling when you're rushing around, trying to do everything, but you end up, well, seeing nothing at all? Today, we're going to slow things way down. We're going to explore how the quiet, simple beauty of Japanese aesthetics can actually teach us a really profound lesson in mindfulness. So let's get into it.
So, let's just start with this question. It seems simple, right? But it's really at the heart of everything we're talking about today. I mean, we live in a world that's just obsessed with perfection. So where do we find beauty in things that are, temporary, unfinished, or even a little bit broken?
All right, so the first step on this path, it's not about memorizing some complex philosophy. Not at all. It's really just about changing how we see the world. It's about learning, or maybe relearning, the simple art of just observing.
Okay, picture this. Nothing big is happening. No drama. Just sunlight, slowly shifting across a room. The way it just silently moves and completely transforms a space. When you actually stop and watch that happen, you're not just looking at light. You're practicing being right here, right now, in this one single, quiet moment.
And this idea, it pops up everywhere. Think about these gentle movements. People just walking through a beautiful Japanese garden, a graceful hand pouring tea, an artist with a brush making a single stroke of calligraphy, even just the wind moving through cherry blossoms. What's cool is that these are all about deliberate, focused attention. Each one of those actions is like a little meditation. It's a way to practice paying attention to the here and now.
So what this is all really getting at is that this gentle, natural flow, it's not just for looks. It's actually an invitation. It's specifically designed to pull you, the observer, into this state of mindfulness, where you start to really appreciate the beauty of the process, not just waiting for the end result.
Okay, so we've talked about how to observe, but now let's get into what we're actually observing. Because these scenes, they're way more than just pretty pictures. They're actually physical expressions of some really deep ideas about life.
Okay, first up is probably the most famous one, wabi-sabi. At its core, it's the art of finding beauty in things that aren't perfect, things that are temporary, things that are unfinished. Think about a cracked ceramic bowl that's somehow more beautiful because of its history, or a weathered old wooden gate that just feels like it has a story to tell. That's wabi-sabi.
And I love this description because it just captures the feeling so perfectly. This isn't a loud, flashy kind of beauty that demands your attention. Nope. It's more like a quiet whisper. You kind of have to lean in and listen for it. It's all about appreciating the grace you find in things that are humble and simple.
All right, next up, we have ma. Now this is a really fascinating concept. It's all about the empty space, the space between things. It's the silence between notes in a piece of music, or that little pause in a conversation. A lot of times we think of emptiness as just nothing, a lack of something. But in this way of thinking, that empty space is absolutely essential. It's what gives shape and meaning to everything else around it.
And this brings us right back to that first image. Remember the sunlight shifting across the room? Well, ma is the empty space in the room that the light fills. It's the stillness that lets you even notice that gentle movement in the first place. It's basically the foundation of tranquility.
And our last one for today is shibumi. This is a very specific kind of beauty. It's simple, it's subtle, it doesn't try to grab your attention. It's like an effortless elegance, a quiet confidence. It's so rewarding when you finally see it. It's beauty that doesn't need to announce itself.
And looking at it this way makes it super clear, right? On one side, you have flashy beauty. It's complex, it's demanding, it's loud. But shibumi, it's the total opposite. It's simple, unobtrusive, and has this quiet confidence. It's that natural, understated kind of beauty that you might honestly walk right past at first, but when you see it, it has this deep, lasting appeal.
So, okay, we've looked at the beauty, we've learned a little bit about the philosophy behind it, but how does this all translate from art into our actual everyday lives? Because honestly, that's the most important part, isn't it? And that's really the whole point. Wabi-sabi, ma, shibumi, these aren't just fancy terms for art critics, they're practical guides for living. They offer us a way to find a little balance, a little peace, in a world that, let's be honest, can feel pretty chaotic and overwhelming most of the time. So how can you actually start practicing this stuff? Well, it kind of boils down to 4 simple things. First, just try to notice the small details, like really taste your morning coffee or feel the texture of a leaf. Second, learn to embrace the imperfect, in yourself and in the world around you. Third, really value those quiet moments. That's the ma in your day. And finally, just make a conscious effort to find beauty in simple things.
And really, that's the heart of it all. We live in this age of just information overload and this constant pressure to do more, be more, have more. This whole philosophy teaches us something kind of radical. Maybe we don't need more stuff, or more achievements, or more noise to be happy. Maybe we just need to learn how to appreciate the simple, imperfect, and quiet beauty that is already right here, all around us.
So, I'll leave you with this one question. As you go about the rest of your day, I want you to just carry this with you. Take a second to look around, slow down, and ask yourself, what simple, maybe even imperfect, beauty will you notice today?